Alright guys, how's it going? My name's Stanley, and this is Entrepreneurship Project. Right here is Jordan Cruz. So yeah, we'll get this thing going. So let's just start by telling me a little about yourself and just about the company you've started.
Yeah, sure. So I'm 21 years old. My name's Jordan Cruz from Vero Beach, and I started an online company called Cocky Socks, where I sell custom socks to sports teams, high schools, and the individuals also that just want to stand apart and do something different. So that's where we go from.
Awesome. And what made you decide to start your own business?
Yeah. So basically, I wanted to do something. You know, I always wanted to make money, and just when I was younger, I really thought everything was about just making money. You know? Yeah. And I've matured past that mindset, but. At that time, that's all I was money driven, man. You know, if I could make $30 that day, I'd make $30. You know, to turn that 30 into 60. That's all I had on my mind. So, I actually started a clothing company called Words on Shirts with my friend and my friend Gary Middleton in high school. And without Words on Shirts, man, there would be no Cocky Socks. That's for sure. That gave me the real desire to create a product and sell it. It's not so much just buy an iPhone and sell it, or buy something already made and sell it. Like, create your own product and have pride in that. You know. Yeah. So. With that desire of wanting to satisfy a customer through customization so much, you know, not so much just something to stand apart and to be different. And I realized, wow, there's money into this. There's bigger profit margins when it's something you create compared to reselling.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there was any certain individual or anyone that you think inspired you to want to do this?
Yeah, I've never had that question before. There's this guy named, I call him Brian Batts, right? He was a senior on the baseball team when I was a freshman in high school. And he was always known as an entrepreneur, but nothing crazy, you know? And what happened, our senior year, they changed the bat rules, right? And they made them so you had a different standard, and there's a different stamp on them. So all these bats, like millions and millions of bats throughout the world, we literally went from selling for $400 to useless, could not use them at all. And it's huge standard. Yeah. It's literally like an iPhone 4 charger and then getting an iPhone 5. Like, you cannot use that 4 charger anymore. It's useless. It's not gonna work. But there's some people that still have iPhone 4s. No one thought like that. He did, right? So he actually contacted all these bat companies at the time they changed and bought all of those old bats wholesale for like $3-4 a bat and sold them overseas for 50, 60, 70. You know, doing 1,000% profit margin. Yeah. Because overseas, it didn't change the rules. Yeah. And also in men's leagues in the United States, they're like 40-year-old men. There is no rules. They want the best bat out there. Yeah. And those bats were better. They were hot bats at the time. Okay. So that really showed me, because that's when I was thinking about doing the shirts and thinking about different stuff, and knew I wanted to own a business one day. And he was the first guy at my age relatively that did something. I'm like, wow. And he's to this day still doing it, man, killing it, doing really well. Yep.
That's awesome. And then now going off of that, what does your day-to-day look like when running this business?
So I'm about almost 4 years deep. We started June 2012, and I would say that my day-to-day basis has very not so much diminished, but it's become a lot easier since hiring other employees. The first couple of years, man, I was grinding. I was making socks, promoting, advertising, social media, emailing wholesaler accounts, literally everything. Not doing everything by myself, shipping, logistics, everything. And right now, a day-to-day would just be overseeing things, contacting manager, making sure socks are produced on time, handling extreme customer feedback. You know, I have a customer team that would handle feedback, but if there's something, can I talk to your manager, stuff like that, I'll take care of that. Gotcha. And then also big purchases, you know, when we buy wholesale or we have a huge wholesale order, stuff like that, I'll handle those. But I like to do the social media myself. I take pride in social media knowledge. I think it's a big thing. I think social media is huge, especially for us, for advertisement purposes. So I never hired anyone to do social media. I do it myself. I really take pride in social media. Almost too much to an extent, but I really see how it's such a cheap and effective way to get new customers and new looks.
Get your name out there and everything. But going off that social media,
runs the world, man.
You do even Instagram page. I've seen it before. You do shout outs on that and whatnot.
To gain new customers.
So, you think that really does help you a lot?
Yeah, man. There's different platforms. Obviously, we use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm just starting to get into the YouTube market through other YouTubers, not so much my own page. And And Instagram was huge for us. It really was. But recently, a couple months ago, they did an update where it's not chronological order anymore.
Okay.
So that's really affected a lot of companies, a lot of big names. Your activity, likes, followers, comments have gone down extremely.
Wow.
So I could have just, a lot of people would be sad about it. Like, oh man, I'm talking 85% of my website clicks are from Instagram.
Wow.
85%. And that went down to like 30, 35. Just because of an update.
Yeah.
An update. What's that?
Terrible.
Who would have thought? You would have thought 50% of my website viewers. That's half my sales.
Yeah.
So I knew how to do something. So now I really focus a lot on Facebook. I focus a lot on Twitter. I have this program called MPZ Mail that I do email mass marketing. Anyone who's interested in email marketing or promos or stuff like that for our website, they sign up. Including all of our past customers. We have all their email addresses, so it's everyone already have some interest, not just a random email. Not a spam. Not a spam box. People have general interest in custom socks.
Awesome. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your employees, like how many you have working under you?
So
family, friends.
I'm really big into keeping in the family, man. My family's everything to me. So my first employee I ever had was my little brother.
Okay.
To this day now, he's the manager of operations. He takes care of everything. All the socks get done. He makes sure everything's done correctly. And he's only 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? So my little brother, he takes care of all the actual production. My little sister, I got her on. She runs the Snapchat for us. She loves it. She loves it. But she tells her friends, what do you do for a living and what's your job in high school, 9th grade, 10th grade now. Oh, I run Snapchat. That's pretty cool for her. She likes that. My mom handles all the shipping and logistics and customer feedback, and she talks to the customers and for negative or positive reviews, either way. And then my dad was just overseeing everything, and recently my dad has a different job opportunity, but so now I kind of took his spot, and I have a little more like oomph in the business, a little more just hours in. And then I also have another guy that went to our high school, Greenwich High School, and he takes care of social media along with me. Like, we go through things together. But yeah, that's it, man. Just keeping in the family. I figure we might as well all do well.
Yeah, right. Now, how do you find it difficult to work with family members at times?
I used
Sometimes
to.
it can get awkward, maybe, like they're not doing their job.
Yeah, I having my mom literally is full-time, works for me. She has no other job. She's full-time for me. So that is a proud moment to be able to tell your mom, listen, I got you. That's a great moment for me. That means more any money in the world. That's way more important. Yeah. But it's also almost an awkward situation sometimes, to where it's like, man, I have so much respect for my mom and I have so much respect for my family, but you're doing that wrong. Like, you gotta fix that. Like, that's your job. Like, do this right. Like, but it's still a respectful manner. We've been doing pretty well. I'd say the beginning, when it was just me and my little brother, that's when it was a little hostile, intense, because we're both just money driven, so ready to make sales that we do things that just don't make sense. So, both sides, me and him. So, but it's everything's going pretty smooth from now on. So hopefully, knock on wood, it stays that way.
Yeah, right. It keeps going smoothly. And now, where's your business primarily located? Just tell me a little
so
bit
we're located
about
in hometown Vero Beach. Okay. We ship out of there. We produce out of there. We literally do everything from Vero Beach except for me. I live in Tallahassee. I handle social media. I can do that anywhere. And then I go home probably, I'd say, once every 2 months. So when I do, it's my number one focus. Everyone likes to go home and party, right? My number one focus is I got to make sure my business is doing right. We're doing, because you never know. Not being there day to day, there might be some things that are so minimal they don't tell me, but I could think could be changed. So that's when I go through and make sure everything's going smooth, which usually it is. No problem.
Okay. And then how about looking to the future?
Sure.
You think you have any plans of growing your staff, or then also what types of qualities do you look for?
Sure. No. Yeah, I understand. As far as hiring more employees, so I'm at the breaking point where I don't have any more family to hire. Right. Fortunately, and I guess unfortunately, I don't know either way you could take it. I don't need any right now. We really don't. The next employee I would need would be more workforce to produce more socks. But at this time, we're doing fine, man. We got 2 guys making socks. It's no big deal. We got it down to where we can make a pair of socks in 21 seconds. So, we're pumping them out. Yeah. During the holiday season, I usually have a couple friends come over, throw me $100 here, help me out for the day, blah blah blah. Because obviously, we do 40% of our sales in December.
Wow. For Christmas.
Yeah. So that's a grind. My little brother's in high school and he doesn't go to school during that time.
That's busy time.
it's wake up 8 a.m. and you're making socks till 8 p.m. and he's making racks because he gets paid on commission of socks sold, but you know it's a lot of work. So I try to get him a little help then. But no, man, I'm a big believer in what can you do for me, not so much what have you done. Like I'm not saying negatively about college degrees. I'm not saying negatively about being certified in things. But at the end of the day, you can get whatever degree you want. Are you gonna get the job done? That matters a lot to me. I don't need rocket scientists to make socks. I just need someone who's gonna be trustworthy and can get the job done. So that's more important to me than so much how much knowledge do you have about logistics. I don't really care
so much resume. I get that. Now it's about right at 10 minutes here, but let's finish up with one more question. Sure. What else could you tell me about owning your own business or owning a small business, really, just in general? Like benefits from it and everything like that.
Obviously owning your own business is great, right? Everyone's like, oh man, one day I'm going to go to college. Then I want to own my own business. A lot of people say that. It's a great dream. It's awesome. Yeah. It takes a lot more work than you think, right? To start. Now, not so much. But the first year and a half, 2 years is so much work, man. I'm talking like the time zones are different. We get our socks from China, right? And we've gone through over 100 samples of socks. Like sending a sample, let us try it out. Throughout the 4 years, we've gone through over 100 samples. And each sample, I'd say, takes 70 to 100 hours to do to get like the exact percentage of cotton, the exact percentage of nylon on the sock so it's correctly printed. And that's a lot of work, man. Their time zone is a 12-hour difference. So 3 in the middle of the day is 3 in the morning there. So I would literally sleep during the day, get home from high school baseball, go to sleep, wake up at 2 in the morning, and get on Skype. Business. Google Translate on one computer, Skype on the other, and I'm just like trying to do all this conversation. And it's crazy, but now that it's done, man, I mean, it's great. I'm really happy with what we have. Our product's pretty good, and I have the retail packaging done. I've done that. Did that probably about a year ago now. And that was hard. I mean, I'm doing origami in my living room with my college roommates doing origami, and then bubble wrapping it and shipping it to China, hoping it doesn't mess up. Just to get some of an idea done. But never get complacent, man. Never get complacent. That's definitely always want more. I do very well for myself. I have 5 employees under me. I support my own family. But I want more. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I totally get that. And it's easy to get, coming from, nothing. Like my family had no money and now we're doing well because of this. It's easy to be like, all right, yeah, we're fine now. We're good. I can go out to dinner every night with my friends. I can do whatever I want. I have no limitations. But I want more. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want this to be a 5-year thing and done. So many people want to see me fail, man. In high school, like, my first year where I wasn't making any money, but I had a name called Cocky Socks. And kids would just be like, who is this Cocky Sock? Like, what is he doing? Just wearing socks with dinosaurs on them, just stupid. And people laugh at me, and people talk shit, talk bad about it. But I didn't let that get to me. It was a drive, because I knew at that point I had to be successful. Because otherwise I'm a joke. And so you got to keep driving. And now it's to the point where there's parents and older people that are like, oh, like you're not going to college anymore, you're not taking classes, like I have to prove them wrong that I can still be successful. I have to, because if I don't, then I what they thought I was gonna be, and that's not what I'm gonna be, man. That's not. So I'm always driving, man, trying to do some more things and keep everyone happy, and that's the goal. Well, that's awesome. That's all the time we got here for today. This is Jordan Cruz with Cocky Socks and Derek Stanley. Thanks again. All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, told you, bro.